Hi from Texas. It's Thursday, February 18th. It's cold. It's snowing. We were told to come to Texas in the winter because it's supposed to be nice. Texas is broken right now.
Oh God.
We broke Texas. You broke Texas.
Don't put this on me.
I think it's your fault.
We're at the Oakwood RV Resort in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Right.
We came here from Padre Island, where we enjoyed some time on the beach.
Padre Island National Seashore, not to be confused with South Padre Island.
Right.
Yeah, we were boondocking on the beach, 70 degrees. I was sitting outside in the sun, reading a book, and then we looked at the weather. The one time we had cell service and saw a storm coming, so decided that we were going to go to an RV park.
Yeah, we were worried about being stuck on the beach without any power. We were worried about the RV freezing, so we decided to kind of hunker down through the storm and in an RV park.
And that was, what, eight days ago?
8 days ago, yeah. So we left Padre Island on the 10th, and some local Texans suggested that we check out Enchanted Rock in Fredericksburg as a cool place to do some hiking. So we thought that'd be a great place to hunker down and check out the local sites.
Yeah, and get to an RV park, plug in, hook up to water, so that we just kind of power right through this storm.
Right.
That was our original thought.
So we started our trip. Basically, once we got near Fredericksburg, the storm was in full force. It was freezing rain. We saw lots of other trucks along the way that were covered in ice and snow. So we were struggling, hoping to make it in time without getting stuck along the way. And we made it. So we got here on February 10th in the evening.
Yeah. Yep. And they pulled us in a spot, and we kind of got all set up. And I went to do some laundry because we were on the beach for a while, so had no clean clothes.
Right.
And while I was doing that, we had a tree branch fall in the RV.
Right. Loud crash. Kelly, do you know what kind of tree that was by chance?
Don't call me out on this. I should know. I hope my teachers aren't watching this. I don't know what kind of tree it was, but it had some...
Yeah, it was a blossoming tree in Texas and full of ice. Was so heavy that, yeah, the branch fell on the roof and, yeah, climbed up with Kelly's pruners, chopped it up, got it cleaned up.
Don't go anywhere without your pruners.
That's right. Moral of the story. I moved exactly 3 spots over.
Yeah.
And we've been there since. So I think it might be worth mentioning that kind of our plan in getting here, we knew we were going to be in freezing temperatures, freezing conditions, so we kind of came up with a plan on how to successfully
survive this, make it through this without any damage to our RV. And
right, so our plan was we were going to fill our freshwater tank, and then we were going to count on the RV's heater to keep the tanks warm and keep them from freezing. We were not going to hook up to sewer, we were not going to hook up to fresh water. We were going to let the propane heater keep the tanks warm, hopefully keep things from freezing. We don't have a heated hose, so our plan, we thought we'd be able to survive.
Well, and originally we were going to go get another little heater, right, to put underneath the RV and kind of keep all the pipes from freezing, but...
Right, thought we'd put that space heater in the basement to kind of help that effort.
Everybody else in Texas needed a space heater too because there were none to
right.
be found.
We went to Walmart, the hardware store, Ace. We went everywhere in Fredericksburg we could think of.
No heaters.
No space heaters.
No space heaters. And signs saying that they would not take returns on space heaters. So.
Right.
So if anybody in Texas is going to need a cheap space heater in about a week, I feel like you'll be able to find one.
All right. Next, couple days passed, and everything's working out pretty well, but our kitchen sink faucet that would no longer produce water. So I went investigating and found that our low point drains froze, and that frozen cold water worked its way back up into the feed lines for the kitchen sink. So Kelly lent me her hairdryer. I went to work defawing that, quickly realizing that with even colder impending temperatures that our initial plan probably wasn't going to work. Yep. So
we winterized.
Yeah, so first time winterizing. We drained the freshwater tank, drained the low point drains after we got them flowing again. We blew the freshwater lines out with compressed air, and then we tag teamed sucking RV antifreeze into the freshwater lines. More RV antifreeze in the traps for the both sinks and in the shower.
Who thought our first time winterizing would be in Texas?
Right.
A little bit about winterizing. I mean, obviously that means you can't use any of the water and toilets and such like that.
Luckily, here at the Oakwood RV Resort, we have toilets nearby with running water. That's kind of
well, they had running water.
Good point. As of
this morning,
water's off. I guess one of their pipes froze.
Yeah.
And is now leaking all over, so we're out of water.
But we have some trusty Bloomington Cycle water bottles that we took to, well, David took, because David went and got more propane.
Yeah, well, to back up.
Oh, yeah.
We have
propane.
The propane. The great propane debacle. So one of our 2 propane tanks was running low, so we decided to pack up the tanks and drive across town. And when we arrived, we found a line.
A really long line.
Of people standing outside in freezing temperatures with their myriad of propane tanks ready to be filled. So it took us, how long did we stay in line?
3 hours outside.
Right.
Yeah, in line.
Luckily, they were open. They were supposed to close at 5 o'clock. People tell us they were working until 7 o'clock at night until the last person was served. So
yeah. Thanks for staying open. We appreciate it because we didn't get out of there till 6.
Right. That brings us to
today's propane trip, which luckily went much smoother.
Yeah, I got up early this morning and went to Hill Country Propane. They got our tank filled up and were kind enough to allow us to fill our trusty Bloomington Cycle water bottles. So our current plan is we're going to get water wherever we can get it. Mm-hmm. We're filling up our Berkey filtering system, filtering system.
Because we're under a boil order as well, so boil order.
Did we hear the water main broke?
Yeah, in Fredericksburg. That's what the park's been telling us, so we're just kind of relying on what people are telling us. So we haven't had water, no showers. Surprised I'm sitting this close to this guy. Thankful for deodorant at this point. So we're really looking forward to some hot showers.
Absolutely.
So today it's snowing again and freezing temperatures. We've kind of been hunkering down because the roads are just terrible. They don't have the infrastructure to deal with this weather. We've had some really nice people in line and everybody's been really friendly. They said that this hasn't happened in 20 years, so they're just not prepared for it, which is fine.
Yeah, speaking of friendly people, Kelly found a generous RV park. The Dinosaur Valley Park in Glenrose, Texas, has been so kind to offer up other people with RVs in Texas. If they're without power or without water, they offered...
Yeah, free stay. They said just show up and find an open spot and let them know that you're there. So I thought that was really neat for them to offer just, here's a free place. And they have water and electricity, so that was really, really nice of them. So hopefully one day we can check out Dinosaur Valley RV Park just because that's so incredibly nice that they are doing that for people.
Right, and again, that's in Glenrose, Texas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Place we'll have to check out.
So I guess next plans, fortunately for us, so I guess to back up, we lost power here at the RV park. Initially, we had no idea why the power went out, and turns out lots of Texas has been having trouble with power. And initially we thought this was an issue with some of the rolling blackouts that they had advertised. Mm-hmm. So it went on and off a few times, and then eventually, I think it was around 4 o'clock, the power went out, and it was out for the rest of the night. We went to bed. Fortunately, we have pretty good lithium battery bank installed.
I'm really grateful for that solar system right now.
Right,
really grateful because we never lost heat.
Yeah, actually, quick shout out to Battleborn Batteries. We actually installed 4 100 amp hour lithium batteries, and it's been a godsend. It powered our heater and our refrigerator all night long. In fact, we were only down to about 90% of power in the morning. All said, I guess power was out here for over 30 hours.
Yeah.
This was during the same time that we were standing outside in the propane line.
Yeah.
But power's back. It's been solid for the past day anyway, and we're doing well. Luckily, during the outage, we had some bright sun. I was able to scrape the solar panels off, and we were able to charge our batteries from the previous night. I think we're awful lucky. It's been a little inconvenient from time, but we're safe. Yeah. We're warm. As of now, we have heat, and we do have water to drink. We have plenty of food. So we're really in pretty good shape.
We're a lot better off than a lot of Texans. I mean, people are dying, so we're very fortunate where we are right now.
So next steps. We're here for another 4 days? 3 days?
We leave Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. So Tuesday, the plan is Kelly has a flight back to our hometown, Bloomington, Illinois.
I have an appointment to get my braces worked on, so shout out to Bowers Orthodontics. Excited for that. Not excited for that. It's going to hurt.
So Kelly flies out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and then she'll be back in Bloomington for a few days, and then flying back. So after that,
we get to go to normal weather. Yay! By normal, I mean normal Illinois, not normal warm. Normal Illinois is cold, way worse than this. And I'll be looking forward to get back to some Texas weather. I don't even know where I want to be right now.
Yeah. So Kelly comes back, and then we're heading west. I think we're going to go to Carlsbad, New Mexico. We're headed to New Mexico.
Who knows? We thought we were going to be somewhere else right now, but everything just changes.
We're chasing the good weather. We're chasing good weather.
We're failing.
That's the plan.
We're failing. We're also getting great advice from a lot of locals. Fredericksburg seems like a really awesome town. I'd love to be here in warm weather. Apparently they have a lot of wineries, which
Who knew?
Right. Not upset about it.
I think Kelly likes the Tannat grape as of now.
I like wine.
As long as it's red.
Yeah. As far as next steps, I don't think we can really say for sure, but I don't know. So follow along and we'll see where we end up. Hope everybody's doing well.
Bye for now.